So segueing into social media and combining it with your job and the way that you came about this, do you have any advice for some of our listeners who may want to get into the digital media world? Um, how to get started. Do you need to know somebody? Because I know you had spoken to kind of knowing somebody to get in on the ground floor, but do you need to go to school for it? Do you need to know somebody to get in? You know, any
I
advice
don't know.
really?
I mean, I sort of stumbled into it, right? It wasn't something that I'd been training my life to do. I was
Mhm.
just a fan that happened to uh, become an employee for a club. I'm still not sure quite how it happened. Uh, so I guess then you don't need a specific degree, I would say. Um, it's uh, getting into it is a whole nother business, but it starts, I think, with a passion for the sport, and particularly with an understanding of soccer culture and um, how you think uh, you should be interacting. So I think that's something that I always had, right? Again, I was a fan for a long time, and I participated in a lot of these online communities, and I sort of learned, subconsciously, not on purpose, uh, what it was like to interact with other soccer fans online. So it ended up sort of falling into place naturally, that once I was here, it was continuing that same process.
Love that. Love that. And um, so comparatively for a match day versus a non-match day, how do your posts on social media vary?
Well, we like to have some things scheduled out, but at the same time, there's a certain spontaneity that I think is integral in Forward Madison's online content, right? If you want to have fun and be a little silly and be a little ridiculous, then you always need to change directions with the wind sometimes, so to speak. So some of it is, content that we have planned day by day or week by week. For instance, our own podcast, which I really need to get a move on, because we've got some interviews recorded that I've got to put together. I've been sitting on for 2 weeks. Um, or for instance, some of the content we have going on right now, like we've got a regular weekly Zoom chat with some of our players that fans can partake in, or
Very cool.
we're hosting players doing workout videos on Facebook, things like that. But on the other hand, it might just be me or Kubo looking around and seeing what is popular, what's fun, and trying to engage with that.